It is said that the right side of the brain is responsible for creativity, imagination, and the arts, which means it is also responsible for the glorious mess that is the Creators Collection. What's up, guys and girls, Lazy Dragon here, and welcome back to the Creators Collection, where we take a look at some of the most awe-inspiring indie titles that are currently free, because there's no way in hell I'm paying for most of these. First up today is a game called Feedom, where you play as a large naked man feeding a smaller naked man chicken. Yeah, as video game plots go, it's a bit thin on the ground. But then, maybe this is just the natural evolution of gaming. We started off with Pac-Man, a man who only wanted to feed himself, and now we're playing as large, naked, unable to move his arms guy, who cares about feeding others. We're learning to care about other people, guys. Video games are maturing. Just don't look any deeper into the Creators Collection. I swear they're maturing and totally not full of anime boobs. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. And wait, what do they want? 3 of them? They multiply every time I leave the room. It's like 101 Dalmatians, except with more child support. Ah, great, and they all want green. Where am I supposed to find 3 bowls of green? That is a bowl of yellow. Green, green. Why is green so hard to find in a field? There's got to be some food out here, otherwise those poor children are going to starve. Food, anywhere? Why is the bowls of green so far away? Run, little naked man. Run back to your children. Actually, he's not really running, is he? His legs don't do that whole moving thing. Go on, naked ghost. Float back to your children. Oh no, crap, we need to pick our favourite one to keep alive. You. You're welcome. Naked ghost dad loves you the most. A lovely sentiment in this game, a horrifying thing to hear in the middle of the night. Ah! We saved 2 of the kids! Now the government can't take them away from me because I have a 66% success rate. That's how it works, right? No! You can't give me a game over because 1 kid wasn't fed. Everybody's got a least favourite child. You know, we fed the 2 that were going places and then we starved the fucker that wasn't doing anything. Well, keeping children safe clearly is not my speciality, so let's see if we can rewind time and turn back the clocks. With Turn Back the Clocks 4. The saddest thing about this is that there have been 4 of these games. What do I even do? I just bounce balls. What does this have to do with clocks exactly? Oh, it's all clocks. So what's to stop me from doing this? Everything has gone horribly wrong immediately. I've already broken the game. Ta-da! We've hit every clock. What more do you want from me? Well, there you have it. If you're playing Turn Back the Clocks 4, just fall asleep on your controller, and you will end up with a perfect score. Well, let's see if the strategy of falling asleep on the A button is as effective on this level as it was in the previous one. Yes, it absolutely is. 100% effective. Just hammer the A button to your heart's content. Thank you, game. I needed this. I needed to be told I'm perfect twice in a row. So many of these games just make me feel so foolish. And the 3rd game in the Creators Collection is a sequel that people have been clamouring for. Yes, you all remember Destination Miami? US Coast Guard. I don't think the US Coast Guard uses a boat that can do this. Although I may have found a contestant for the next season of America's Got Talent. Well, now we have Destination Paris, starring everybody's favourite shoeless homeless woman. Is she wearing shoes? I can't tell. That's pink. That's... I don't... Is that a thing in France? The women aren't allowed to wear shoes anymore? In Saudi Arabia they cannot drive, but in France we have outlawed footwear. No Uggs for you. Hey, a small child. How far can I throw her? Anything? No, can't interact with child in any way. Well, this is an awful sequel to Destination Miami. In that game, I got to ride a zebra. I don't get to ride the child, do I? But I do have a croissant. Hon hon hon. Ah, the Statue of Liberty, famous for being in the middle of Paris. You guys do know the French built it and then shipped it off to America, right? It didn't just sit in the middle of Paris for years with a floppy disk. What other landmarks are there in Paris? Looking at the amount of smog, I think we might be in Beijing. Oh my god, actual people! This is a worthy sequel to the last game. This one has actual working class people. It's got one black dude. That's it. He was a diversity hire. Also, his arms seem to be too small for his body. This dude has worked out his legs non-stop for the last 10 years. Hasn't bothered to lift a single weight during that time, though. It's like I'm really exploring the streets of Paris with a croissant taped to my head. Which is really the only way to do it. If you don't have you can still fly through the floor. Excellent. If you don't tape a croissant to your head in France, the French will eat you. You're missing part of the floor here, developer. And on this... What happened to this street? Why are you missing the pavement? Now, let's try asking the French for directions. I'm sure they'll be able to point me in the direction of the Eiffel Tower. Excuse me, Monsieur Boss, but do you know where I can find the Tower de Pointy Pointy? No? You're just going to keep shoving me. I feel kind of rude for asking him to stop, but at the same time, this is not what I came to Paris for. Number 63 bus to the Gare de Lyon, will you kindly put on your brakes? I know that we're both floating a good 6 inches off the floor, but the least you could do is stop pushing me to my destination. Is this what public transport is like in France? You don't get on the bus. The bus just gives you a bit of a shove until you get to where you need to be. Oh, we've arrived, have we? Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. Oh, thank you, Monsieur Bus Driver. I would pay you in croissants, but unfortunately I only have the one. Ah! Ha 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 ha! Found you! Knew you were around here somewhere, you swine. That bus driver was right. This is the Tower de Pointy Pointy. What's this down here? It's the Mona Lisa with a Superman shirt. Okay. Well, we found it, and our character looks remarkably happy about that. Ooh, what's this? Is this the Arc de Triomphe? It looks a lot less archy and a lot more wall-like than I remember. Oh, it's the Louvre! Excellent. Everybody knows that flying smart cars love art. Excuse me, can I just... No, wait, I can't go through the gate. I can't... Why am I not allowed at the art? Oh, there we go, I can just phase through the wall. Hey, we love Paris! Oui. Honestly, this saves us so much money on having to go to the actual museum. Look at all of this art, this is incredible. No wonder people love it here. Guys, slight problem here. You go up the stairs, they don't connect to anything. It's just more of the Louvre underground. You got this one, nothing. You got the big one in the middle, you just end up in that giant cage we were in before. Well, great, now I'm trapped in the Louvre for all eternity. Come one, come all, see our latest exhibition. It's the smart car that was too cocky for its own good. Some people might not get modern art, but me, I like to think that this is a look at the very heart of Paris itself. So thank you all for joining me. This has been the Creators Collection. I'm going to spend the rest of my days trapped in a museum with my arse hanging out for all to see. Dream come true. If you've got a game you'd like to see played on this channel, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And until next time, au revoir, everyone.